News OK's Press Row with the Oklahomans Barry Trammell and Jenny Carlson is powered by Dunkin' Donuts. America runs on Dunkin'.
Barry Trammell, and I know what I like most and what I like least about Lon Kruger, the new Oklahoma basketball coach.
We're going to talk about both here on the Press Row from the Opopka Studios in Oklahoma City. I'm Jenny Carlson. Press Row is sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts. Barry, we got a chance to see the new Sooner coach, formally introduced on Monday in Norman. Some folks turned out, got a chance to hear from him for the first time. What do you like most about Lon Kruger?
What I like most about Lonnie is this. He's got a proven track record. He's won everywhere he went. He's taken Vegas to 5 NCAA tournaments in the last 7 years. He got Florida to a Final Four. He got Kansas State to an Elite Eight. He has been successful everywhere he goes. Look at all the other comparable jobs that were filled in college basketball this offseason. Missouri hiring Frank Haith, Arkansas hiring Mike Anderson, Georgia Tech hiring Brian Gregory, North Carolina State hiring just today Mark Gottfried, Utah hiring the guy from Montana whose name I never can pronounce. Lon Kruger, clearly the best choice out of all those. Joe Castiglione found the best coach on the market. Now, Mike Anderson, a close second. I'll grant you that. But I like his track record, his ability to win wherever he goes. So I think the Sooners have a winner in Lonnie Kruger.
Well, you talk about track record. The thing I like most about Lon Kruger is I think one of the things that really percolated to the top with Joe Castiglione, and that's the fact that Lon Kruger has not had run-ins with the NCAA. I wrote about this on Sunday, but to me it rings true. Even after you get to see Lon Kruger interacting with some fans and some of his team and those sorts of things, get to hear from him for the first time, the thing that still stands out to me is the fact that he's had a very long career. And some would say, success. Others would say he maybe hasn't reached that highest level enough. Whatever you want to say about his success level, you can definitely say the NCAA has not come sniffing around Lon Kruger. And to me, if you're Oklahoma, that is paramount. They've had too many run-ins in the last couple years with the NCAA gone in front of that infractions committee too often, Barry. They can't do that again. I can't imagine that Lon Kruger will put them there. I like that best about him. But there has to be some things that are maybe concerns. What for you stands out at the top of that list?
Well, Lonnie is obviously not a top-flight recruiter. He's not put in the blue-chip talent at a lot of places. He hasn't signed a lot of NBA talent, a lot of lottery picks. He's sort of done it with the old hard hat mentality, the lunch pail mentality. Nothing wrong with that. Kelvin Sampson won big with that. But I think Lon Kruger is going to have to get some help recruiting. I think he's going to have to bring in a big-time recruiter to help him stock that roster. I think he coaches himself, coaches his way to a lot of victories. I don't know that his teams out-talent a lot of people. I think the better that his staff can recruit, the more success the Sooners will have. I don't think Kruger himself brings that recruiting talent. I think he's going to have to hire it.
Yeah, and I think he can do that. I think there are definitely assistants out there that can fill that need of big-time recruiter. If Oklahoma gives him the funds to go out and hire that type of coach, I think that could really benefit the Sooners. Now, we talked right after the introductory press conference the other day about what's realistic for getting this program back on track. Probably not going to happen next year unless they really, really find a diamond in the rough that nobody's expecting sign here in this late recruiting period. But short of that, I think that this is a team that you're looking at a couple years down the line. But in a couple years, there's going to be a really good class of players come up through Oklahoma. They're kids that are right now getting ready to finish their sophomore years in high school, getting ready to percolate out and become sort of that class that we talk about into their junior year here pretty soon. If Kruger can get an assistant on staff to really nail those kids down and they can build from those guys, maybe, I don't know if the next Blake Griffin's in that group, Barry, but go and get those kids. They may have a chance here in a couple years to be pretty good, but I think they got to go out and get some talent if they want to compete in the Big 12 regularly. Hey, stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day.
News OK's Press Row with the Oklahomans Barry Trammell and Jenny Carlson is powered by Dunkin' Donuts. America runs on Dunkin'.